Hello and welcome to 2019. That sounds so strange to me still. Maybe it's my generation and pretty much anybody that's 40 or older, maybe 35. We can remember a time that the year 2000 still seemed, so futuristic. And here we are in 2019. And another funny thing for me, I'm going to go off the rails already. Another funny thing for me is that back in the early 1990s, I still had an Apple IIe computer. That was already out of date, but you could still get stuff for it, like floppy disks and stuff like that. But, anyway, I knew how to program text-based games on the Apple IIe. And there was this whole series of games I did for friends to play that were set in the future at the time. The first one was set in 1999, and the last one I did was set in the year 2020. So, one more year and reality will catch up to fantasy. But anyway, I don't want to dwell on it. But the last one of these I did for 2018, I was trying to keep my part short before going into the highlight clips and stuff. And I said something about 2018 being a pretty rough year. And really what I meant about that was when I sat down to try and say something about the year, all I could seem to... My phone had to make an appearance. All I could seem to think about were the deaths, because there were a lot of them last year. My Uncle JL passed away, and he was my mother's only living sibling, so he was the last of that generation. He's gone now, and that whole generation is gone now. Two friends I worked with passed away last year. A lot of my friends, both on and off YouTube, lost people. And I know people that lost their parents, their siblings, their spouses, their own kids, and other family members, right up until the final days of the year. Rosie H., which was the very highly thought of person on the bottom of YouTube, passed away. So it seemed like that was all I could think about when I tried to look back over the years. There were other things going on. But that's the good thing about a new year, is it gives you a new push-off point. You can kind of forget about last year, at least until tax time, and give yourself a new floor. So let's but before we look too far forward, there are a couple of things over the last month I wanted to kind of talk about. The YouTube purge that had everybody scared to death. I only lost 13 subscribers, and I've already got most of those back, so numbers-wise, I'm in about the same place. Apparently, they really were just shaving off dead channels and such as that, so it really didn't hurt anybody. Now, there is a rumor that they are going to change the minimum for monetization again, and the numbers that are going around are they're changing it to 10,000 watch hours, which is up from 4,000. I think 2,000 subscribers or something like that, which is up from 1,000. And that's all it is right now, though, is a rumor. And I think that's probably all it's going to be. I haven't seen anything official that they are even toying with the idea of raising the minimum again. It's likely something that got started because the purge freaked everybody out. And then it's kind of like the telephone game. It just kept getting bigger and bigger as it went. But, even if it is true, business as usual here, and whatever happens, happens. I'm not overly concerned with it. And the Boyd Awards. Life with Aaron, with help from Camo Dave, presented the 2018 Bottom of YouTube Awards. Almost every channel I voted for finished second. So all those times I finished second in the movie trivia things and all that, always the bridesmaid. That seems to leak over into who I vote for as well. I'm just a second place kind of guy, I guess. But I thought they did a great job on that. And I bring it up because I wanted to say congrats to my friends at What's Paranormal for finishing first runner-up for Best Urban Explorer channel. Second isn't so bad in that category because there were some great channels nominated. Really tough category, so good on them. Sometimes second isn't so bad. But now it's 2019. So now what? As far as this channel goes, I do have ideas for stuff all the time. It's just a matter of figuring out the best way to put them into action. The main thing I wanted to talk about is the paranormal and abandoned exploration videos. It's getting tough to find places to go around here. And there are only so many times we can go to Concho Indian Boarding School or Belknap Bridge and it'd be interesting for both you and us. I look around and catch wind of places all the time, and I know Amy and Lainey do the same thing. And we find places that might be good, but they end up being 3 or 4 or more hours away, so then it becomes a matter of finding the time to do it, and is it worth the extra expense of traveling and all that. And, so we try to find 2 or 3 places we can go to in one trip, and sometimes that's harder than it sounds. And there are a couple of places we are looking into that are fairly nearby, but the fact of the matter is it has taken some digging and some scraping of the bottom of the barrel to even come up with these places, and we'll still keep trying to do them, but they might be fewer and farther between as time goes on. But I am working on some different ideas. I don't know if it's anything people will be interested in, but I guess the best way to find out is to do it and see how it goes. And speaking of different, I decided to put some music in the background for Riding with James. It's just provide a little something different. I don't know if it will help, but we'll see how it goes. And it's my phone again. Okay, I didn't really have a whole lot to say other than welcome to the new year. And coming up on the channel, next Monday I have another video from that abandoned store in Marysville, Texas, that I posted last week. This is the paranormal investigation part. And if you're familiar with the K2 device we use, you really want to check that one out. And then later on, maybe the week after that, I have a video that I have been keeping in my pocket for quite some time from a place in Plano, Texas. It was one of those that didn't really come out the way I'd hoped, so I just sat it on the back burner, and it's not even in HD. And I realized that it's been getting pushed back so much. It's been sitting there almost a year now. Then about a week ago, in Breaking the Shells live stream, Tim mentioned something about doing more nature videos for people that couldn't get out and do stuff like that. And I thought, well, that's a good point. And this is an outdoor video, and there are people that aren't able to get out and enjoy nature like that. So while it's not a spectacular video, it's something that some people might enjoy. So look for that coming in the next couple of weeks. Well, I hope you enjoyed the ride. Did the music help? Hurt? No difference? Just let me know if you have an opinion one way or the other. And if there's something you want to see more of from this channel, let me know that too. Alright, well, thanks for coming along. I almost forgot the well, it's not a blooper this time, but it's a what do you call it? Bonus footage, I guess, or something that ended up getting cut out of another video. Is wanted to use this one because the Steel One and his, of course, the Steel One and Kevin the Fam and George TV the Fam, they all came down last summer, and we took them to the school in Leon, Oklahoma. And he had a clip. He was doing his year-end thing, and he had a clip from their visit here and when they went to Leon. And oddly enough, I already had this cut and ready to go before I even saw his video. But his clip from Leon, oddly enough, where his ends, mine pretty much is where this one picks up. So it kind of goes together. But this is just a little bonus footage from our Leon, Oklahoma investigation. So, all right. Well, thanks for coming along. Hope you enjoyed the ride, and I will see you next time.
Right over here for a few minutes and see.
It
All right.
stinks so bad in there. Ugh.
I'll take your word for it.
Well, you know I got to go look now.
It was like I was breathing mold.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I thought about that a minute. So we still hadn't got gloves and masks. Oh, I think about it every time we get somewhere.
I have
wow.
gloves.
I just don't ever put them on.
The Statler Brothers
Oh, the Statler brothers. What
on 8-track. That must be what all that's 8-track tape.
I was thinking wrong. It was an 8-track. I said it was hard.
Ugh. That's how I didn't get up on stage. That's